Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share with you my favorite products for the month of May. These are just the products that really help me with my project pans, that help me with some weird products or hard products for me to use, and that I think they are amazing enough not only to use them consistently throughout the month, but also to recommend it in case you were looking for something like this to add to your collection, or that you needed some extra help with some of the eyeshadows, like with the first product. Let me go ahead and get started. The first thing that I really enjoyed this month is the Absolute New York Pure Metal Veil Fluid Eyeshadows. Now, I need to share with you guys different looks that I do with these eyeshadows. You can use them by themselves, put it all over the lid, kind of blend it into the crease with a synthetic brush that I love from Luxie. And if you don't want to do that, you can also use it as a base. And I found that the best way for me to use a shade faster is when I use it all over the lid. Now, for that, I need a base. And this Fluid Eyeshadows by Absolute New York, they did the trick for me, because I can apply a base like this and then apply triple fudge on top, and I can completely change the undertone, make it red, make it blue, make it sparkly, and they're really affordable. I think they're about $6. Now, another thing that I enjoyed this month, and I wanted to mention it in this video just in case you're trying to pan some ColourPop eyeshadows, or if you're trying to use up some Maybelline Color Tattoos or cream eyeshadow, they're just hard to use. Now, for creating looks, if you don't have the right tool, they're just not gonna blend and you're not gonna like the end results. So, now, I have my favorite brushes by Luxie are the eye brushes, just because I love my ColourPop eyeshadows and I love cream eyeshadows and liquid eyeshadows. If you want to use them with powder, I mean, I'm not saying that they don't work with powder eyeshadows. I'm just saying that if you use them with a cream, liquid, or a ColourPop eyeshadow, you're gonna see the difference. So this month I've been really using a lot, especially because I am really close to my finale with my ColourPop project pan with the drop 10 before summer. So I need to use them every single day, and I need to use them in the crease. I need to use another shade all over the lid, outer corner. So for that reason, I needed different brushes that were precise, that they were going to pick up the product, and at the same time that were going to blend it in a way that I enjoy the look. And I could even layer powder eyeshadows on top if I wanted to. So they're just my favorite, and if you need extra help with those kind of eyeshadows, I think you should try them. Another thing that I used this month, but these were the brushes that I used with my Too Faced Chocolate Bar, were the Sephora collection ones. They're just perfect. You have like an E25 where it's kind of flat, so you can apply it on your crease. There also has more of a pointy, more taper brush that also is for the crease and more detail. It has the fluffy brush that you can use as a transition, or you can use it for transition or for blending. It has the flat one that you apply the color. I mean, it has all the basic brushes that you need to create an entire look, and you don't really need to reach for other ones. Now, another thing that was really good this month was my Ipsy bag, and I really love for most of the products that I got this month. One of the products that I saw, and I was like, well, I don't know, it doesn't look like anything amazing, was the Magna bronzer and highlighter. Now, after I had that thought, I said to myself, I'm gonna try it. I did a swatch and I was like, well, it's not amazing, but it's not bad, so I'm gonna try it on my skin. And it's the highlighter that I have on my skin right now, and I'm obsessed with it. And I'm gonna tell you, the bronzer is pretty standard. I'm not 100% impressed with it, but the highlighter is just beautiful. It will give you more of a natural highlight. If you want to layer it and put more, then of course you're gonna get dramatic highlighter. But I can look myself in the mirror right now, and even though it shows in camera, it doesn't show that dramatic in real life, which is the problem with some of my favorite highlighters. Sometimes in order for the highlighter to show up in camera, I do have to layer it quite a bit, and then when I go outside it doesn't look flattering. But with this one, it looks really nice in real life. It looks very natural. It doesn't emphasize my pores. It looks really nice on camera. So if you have it, if you got it in this Ipsy bag for the month of May, you should try it. I have a few drugstore favorites this month, and I am really happy about that, because number one, I like some blushes from the drugstore, but I really prefer my Benefit ones. But recently I saw that Rite Aid was having a sale with Physicians Formula recently, about a couple months ago. And I wanted to try some of the new bronzers and blushes that they have, the new butter line. Anyways, long story short, I bought the Physicians Formula butter blush, and I bought 2 of them because it was get one buy one get one free. But the plum rose color, which is the one that I'm going to share with you today, it's one of the best colors that I've tried recently. Best formula, smells like a tropical vacation, coconut. I don't know, it's just, I really do like it. The color, it looks very, very kind of pale. I don't know if you can see it right there, but it's like a plummy rose with a little bit of peach. I don't know, it's such a beautiful color and very unique. Now, there's 2 different type of blushes. The ones that are so pigmented that when I use them, I, just kind of tap it in the blush, put it in my face, and then it takes me forever to blend because it's so pigmented that the pigments themselves get stuck in your skin, especially if you don't use powder underneath, and it just makes it so hard to blend that I end up with all this area full of blush. And there are other blushes like the Benefit blushes. It's not that they're not pigmented, they are very pigmented, but they are not as pigmented that you'll end up having to blend too much. So for that reason, I wasn't able to find a good blush in the drugstore, and when I tried this fits the category of just the very soft kind of blush effect that I want, and it's what I have on my cheeks today. It looks light, but when you blend it, or when I blend it into my skin, it gives me this kind of a tannish, very nice brownish plummy color that is unique, different, and something that I've never found in any other blushes. I mean, the color is very, very unique, and I think it would flatter somebody with lighter skin tone and medium skin tones. I don't know with the darker skin tones, I don't know how good it would look, but I think if you have light complexion or if you have a medium complexion, this is a really nice color. Now, if you don't like the layering, I do 2 layers to get to this color, or if you don't like to this kind of less pigmented blush, then this might not be for you. But if you like the more natural blush look as much as I do, then you should look into this butter formula from Physicians Formula. Another drugstore find for this month is a couple of eyeliners by Pixi. They're called the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen in the color Opal Overcoat. That's the one that I got in my Ipsy bag. And also I have a black one that I've been using for some time that is called Black Noir. Now, these eyeliners are really different from other eyeliners that I've tried from the drugstore before. If you can't find a formula that is smudge proof, that is waterproof, that it will stay in your waterline, that is not going to move from the inner part of your eyes, and then you probably need to try this formula. The one that I got through Ipsy, it has more of a champagne rosy color that it's beautiful. You can even use it as an eyeshadow, and I'm going to demonstrate that in a review that I'm going to do about these 2 and why I love them so much. But just in case you were looking for an eyeliner that is very long lasting, that is waterproof, and that is the best formula that I've tried from the drugstore, I think you can find it in the Pixi line. Pixi is cruelty free. I don't know if it's vegan, but I know it's cruelty free. Another Pixi product that I've tried, well, I actually tried it before, but I use it a lot this month. I'm going to try to put a picture of me while I was using this mascara. I think this mascara needs an extra category in the mascara world, because you have the kind of clumpy, very voluminous lashes, then you have the very lengthy mascara that it will emphasize each one of your lashes, and then you have something in the middle that it won't give you that sticky volume, or it will give you that amazing length, but it's something in the middle. I find that they do that for my lashes anyway, the different formulas of mascara. Now, this one needs a different category because this will give you flattery lashes. It will give the idea that you have more lashes, and it looks very, very natural but still defined, and it will make your lashes look longer. Now it's not waterproof, so they say that it's waterproof, but it's not waterproof. I find that if I cry or if I have some allergies or whatever, it kind of runs into this area. It's not that it's going to be black all over, but it does kind of run in my eyes a little bit. But I'm going to do a demo next week of this mascara so you can see how it looks, the before and after, and decide if this kind of look is something that you look into a mascara. I think it's about $16, so it's not one of the most affordable ones, but I think, or I believe, that this is a unique formula that it never did something, or it never gave me this kind of look with other mascaras. So if you're curious about this one, then stay tuned for that demo. Finally, something that I'm sure that you know about it is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. I did a review. It's called FYI. I've tried it. I'll link it on the top of the screen right now. If you're over 30, I would say if you have this sample, still try it. You may be surprised the kind of effect that it will give to your skin. If you don't like at all the kind of dewy look because you have very oily skin, or if you have acne, or if you have kind of other kind of problems with your skin, then you probably don't need to use this. But if you are over 30, no matter the skin type that you have, I would recommend you to try it. It does something, I think, kind of plumps my skin, so it blurs my imperfections, but at the same time gives that very natural glow. Now, I don't know if you can see it in camera, but I do have a glow in my very small forehead, as you can see right there, but it's so subtle that it's almost not noticeable. But if I were to use the foundation that I use today, that is matte, and apply powder as I use today, without this primer underneath, then my skin would look a little bit more dry, and you probably could see even more my imperfections. Especially I have a couple of wrinkles in my forehead. They will be even more noticeable because the matte finish, even though I like it, I think that it doesn't flatter my skin. And again, if you're younger and you don't care about this kind of look, I get it. But if you have this sample, you're over 30 and you're trying to make your skin look a little bit younger, even when you use matte foundations on top, you'll still get this kind of a, I don't know, something like that very subtle glow that I do really enjoy. So this was a favorite of mine this month, and you probably knew about it, but I just needed to mention as my favorite primer, I don't know, this year. I think this is the best one that I've tried this year. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe so you won't miss any new videos Monday through Fridays, and I will see you on my next one.